I did NoFap for 30 days straight. Not exactly, but we'll get into that later. During this video, I'll be breaking down my experience week by week, and also I'll be sharing some key takeaways from the whole thing. Before we even get started, I want to start by saying I am nowhere close to being an expert on this topic, but I have been doing this for a while now, and I'm sure you'll be able to learn something from this video.
Now, let's begin.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The first week had to be the easiest week of all. Y'all know how it is when you start a new challenge, like a New Year's resolution. You're super excited in the beginning and you can't wait to get started on whatever challenge. Before I go any further into this video, I gotta let y'all know my objectives for this challenge. All I wanted to do during this time while I wasn't fapping was to consume less and produce more. Now I know some of y'all would have used all this extra energy and just no. You gotta get active. And that's exactly what I did. I put out 10 new pieces of content. I started reading again after neglecting it for God knows how long, and I was in the gym religiously. You could say I felt like LeBron when he was in the 2013 finals. The headband came off, I didn't know what to do. Plus, I had my friends join in on the challenge just so I could have someone to hold me accountable. With all that being said, I'm not gonna come in here and cap and act like after the first week I had all these amazing benefits like telekinesis or enough confidence to slide in Kim Kardashian's DMs. But I will say, when you're not wasting your time draining yourself of all the energy that you have, you do have hella time and it needs to go somewhere. Which is exactly why the first week was so productive for me. I had no problems and I wasn't even thinking of fapping, bruh. You literally just have to use all that extra energy and just
go to work.
Week 2 kind of started like the first week. I was productive as hell. I was in the gym like crazy. Nigga, I felt invincible. No, dead ass. I started to get overconfident. I really started to feel myself. Even to the point where one of my friends in the group chat texted me and told me that he relapsed. I made fun of him for it.
It's fucked up. I know.
It was a Saturday night. I was struggling to fall asleep. And I woke up in the middle of the night about like 3 a.m. I picked up my phone as soon as I got up. I started scrolling on TikTok for a few minutes. Before I could even snap my fingers, I was on Twitter.
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you alright? How did you...
Y'all boys know exactly what goes on Twitter after dark. It's not funny. Yes. Yes. I know. The nigga that was a week ago that thought he was Adonis. I failed No Nut November. I didn't think I could do it, but I actually did. For about an hour, I just sat there, just staring at the ceiling. And y'all wanna know what the worst part of relapsing is? You know what the worst part is? It's never worth it, bruh. Never. Never. It's never worth it. Bruh, the shame was killing me. Killing me. I deadass didn't even want to tell my friends the next day. Like the ones that were doing the challenge with me. If I sit in this shit here, this shame, if I sit in this shit here, I'm just gonna go right back to that tomorrow. Yes, fapping. Again. Wait, hold on. I didn't even tell y'all what happened 3 days before I fapped. I had a moment of reflection, and during that time, I thought back to November 10th, 3 days before I fapped. I was invited to this party with my friends. I ended up smoking that night, drinking. Bro, I hadn't even thought about smoking for months, bro. And I ended up doing all that night. And I know what y'all gonna say. I'm using this as an excuse. Oh, this man's saying because he did this. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I want y'all to be conscious and aware of the things that take place before you fast. It's like you have to track your behavior. I learned something from this book I read called Atomic Habits. The author says good habits are compound interests of self-improvement. if good habits are compound interests of self-improvement, that would make bad habits compound interests of self-sabotage. I even thought about the night before that. I got up at 5 a.m. every morning to go to the gym. And you gonna tell me after one night of partying and drinking or whatever, I'm too sluggish to even get up to go? When you're doing something like NoFap and you really want to make this a lifestyle, you have to take extreme measures if you want it to actually stick. After sitting in my own shit, just feeling bad for myself because I failed No Nut November, bro, I just came to the conclusion that just because I relapsed one time didn't mean I failed. When we all get into NoFap, we think we just gonna wake up one day, snap our fingers like Thanos, and this habit that's been killing and destroying young men for years is just gonna disappear. Anything worth having, bro, is gonna take time. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, there's gonna be wins, there's gonna be losses. The only thing you could do, bro, is strive for more each and every day, and only compare yourself to who you were the day before. That's why this channel is called meVSme. This is more than just a challenge for me. It's a lifestyle. I want that for you too. After I decided that I wasn't gonna let one relapse take me back, bro, I got right back
To work.
my productivity levels 10x that week for sure. Bro, I just kept moving like nothing happened. And that's exactly what I want you to do when you relapse. Understand what took place before and just keep going. It was even around this time when I thought about how I was gonna make this video. Before that, I was just gonna sit in front of the camera and talk like majority of my videos. But as my creative juices was just flowing like crazy, I thought, why not just put in more time and make something amazing? As we got to day 30, it only got better. I mean, I'm recording this video right now and I'm still going. And I do not plan on going back to that cycle. Now, this video has gone on long enough. Let me leave you guys with some practical ideas you can keep in mind throughout your journey. Just like I said earlier on in this video, you're not just gonna wake up and just quit just like that. You're just not, bro. It takes time. Just give yourself grace. Not slack, but grace. You're human, bro. You will relapse. My second takeaway is this. Focus on the bigger picture. It's not about streaking days. Understand, if you don't go 30+ days streaking and you go from doing it 30 days in a row to doing it every few weeks, bro, that's progress. For my last point, I'll end by saying this. You don't have a fapping issue, but you have an identity issue. Here's what I mean by this. From that same book, Atomic Habits, he comes up with this analogy with two smokers that's trying to stop smoking. And you offer them to smoke. One says, I don't smoke. And the other says, I'm trying to stop smoking. You want to be the one that doesn't smoke. The Bible also talks about this concept of dying to self, which essentially means your old self has left and you are born again. I say this to say, if you really want to get rid of this habit, if you truly want to get rid of this habit that's been ruining young men's lives for years and years, you have to essentially no longer align yourself with the guy that faps. You have to completely detach yourself from him and align yourself with this newly found identity of a guy that doesn't. If you want to see the beginning of this whole challenge, click on this video right here.